When you went to the WWE, you actually changed the entire landscape in regards to the submission, the tap out. No one could have pulled that off other than yourself. Like it added an entirely new element to the WWE. Do you recognize that as well?
I do. I hate tooting my own horn because I'm just not like that. But it kind of bothers me too because it's almost like they want to kind of push it aside and give credit to somebody else. I mean, I see pictures
like the Undertaker.
all the time.
Like they're trying to give it to the Undertaker.
Well, and they're trying to give it to Kurt Angle, and I love Kurt, but whenever they show the top submission holds, they put Kurt Angle with the ankle lock. I'm like, you don't even do it right? And
he's just holding your foot. He's holding the guy's foot.
Yeah, just holding his foot, dragging him around.
It's almost like they're so afraid to give me any credit.
Why is that?
I was there.
Why is that?
I don't know, man.
What's your relationship
so
like with Triple H? I mean, I know he's
I don't know. I mean, I've been around him in a long time. I know when I was there, it wasn't the best, but...
Because I'm trying to figure out, and a lot of fans are trying to figure out, why haven't you been introduced to the WWE
Hall of Fame? 100%.
Well, and how about when they invite these people back to the Attitude Era? I'm not there.
Yeah.
I'm like, the Attitude was built off of something I helped create.
Right.
But yet,
that's
I'm not
weird, isn't
back.
it?
Yeah. So there's something
Have you reached out to him or no?
Oh, I've reached out several times. I mean, we reached out to Shane one time, years back when he was overseas somewhere doing some TV stuff, trying to introduce pay-per-view to other countries. And I asked him, hey, what's the chance of me getting back there? And is there an issue with me or anything like that? And he said, well, let me call. And I just never heard back.
Yeah, in other words,
So, but I don't know. Like I said, I really don't know the foundation of what's happening because no one ever says anything. They just kind of blow it off. But it's real because when you got them putting up Kurt Angle as the best submission holds, and they put the best 10 submission holds, and he's the one doing the submission hold, and he's not doing it right, and you're like, okay, I could see if somebody does it better than you.
We all know this is fake, but that's not acceptable.
There's something going on there, right? And to think about before pro wrestling, right? People didn't tap out. They said, I quit or I give up. But the tap out came in because I brought that in. All the submission holds you're seeing now in pro wrestling, they only had, 3-4 different rest holds, they would call them, like a rear choke or
a bear hug. Yeah.
Now you look at it, and it is a whole nother landscape that I brought into pro wrestling.
Well, you also brought in like the Japan work ethic as well.
Yeah.
An American doing that.
Yeah, because I learned it over there, and I ended up incorporating that into my character of the fast pace, the intensity, the registering, maybe not selling all the time until you needed to sell. And I just mixed that and blended it together.
Sorry, could you explain those two terms for people who don't know the registering and selling?
Yeah, when you talk about registering, is when someone they hit you with a punch and you kind of go back and you keep going, like you just register you were hit, as opposed to selling when someone hits you, boom, and you actually go to your knees and you work it a little bit, like and then you come back a little bit more at a time. So there's a register and then there's selling. Selling is overdoing it, and registering is realizing you got hit.
Yeah.
So what I did was I balanced the two, where if somebody did something to me and it was, maybe I would register it, right? And then they do it again, and then I register it again, and they do it one more time, and then I would sell it. And I kind of mixed those things in together into pro wrestling, along with bringing in the tap out.